Where do you represent? In which part of your city do you fly your flag? When we were lads, we represented where we came from with graffiti sprawled on the walls of our neighbours' houses. Faces of Ozymandias look upon our kingdom. It stretches from that chip shop, round by the pub and back up to the dilapidated terraced houses where abandoned street sofas are our thrones. See our mighty empire and be fearful. My older friends, local brethren of childhood, represented our area in a car outside the cemetery in the barrenness of winter, wearing the same old tracksuits and waiting hours for a customer. The neighbour boy, he represented our area by taking an air rifle into our school and shooting it off in the face of a 13-year-old kid. Neighbour boy, what have you done for where you come from by this? Neighbour boy, to promote where we're from by destroying our kin is how we represent what we fear is not worth representing. Neighbour boy, it has been years and I've grown to a man. All my childish behaviour is spent. I no longer care about where you proclaim. I now care about what you represent. And don't tell me it's the sports where brands that enslave you. Don't tell me it's a new phone, the new game, it's old news. I have told you, my friend, there is more to life than this. There is someone out there who sees us as one big mound of dirt and he doesn't want us to realise it. So tell me now, will you really represent? Or will you carry on killing our children until there ain't none of them left? If you pick the latter, then you may stand there amidst our once inhabited houses, arms spread and cry out, look upon my kingdom. It now stretches through empty streets and the gutters are littered with the past relics of bygone times when there was still hope for us. A football as punctured as the heads of your foes, and now no one remembers these roads. See my mighty empire and be fearful. Neighbour boy, where have you gone? Neighbour boy, when I go from city to city spreading my words, that is how I represent. When I tell the council who I am and what I stand for, that is how I represent. When I go to underprivileged schools, the same schools that we went to teach the kids of the next generation, that is how I represent. And what is more, I will not die for the place I was born. I want to make the place I was born worth living for. That is how I represent. And when I go back home, to the place I come from, the people who never left it recognise me, though my face no longer blends in the tarmac. And I will sit and have drinks as I used to with the people I will always love, who still occupy the houses to the chip shop and back, and I will tell them, this is where we were raised, but this is not for what we were meant. We are not just what we are born as, we are how we reinvent, but I will always cherish the place where I realise this at length, for this is not just where I come from, this is what I represent.